Research design. Learning outcomes. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to, first, identify the steps in the research process. Second, state research problems clearly and precisely. Third, identify the problem areas that are likely to be studied in organizations and discuss how problem areas can be identified in work settings. And lastly, plan research design demands an understanding of all the stages in the research process. There are 6 elements of research design which include purpose of the study, types of investigation, extent of researcher interference, study setting, unit of analysis, and time horizon. The first purpose of the study is exploratory research. This is an initial investigation to understand the background of a problem and obtain the clearest clarification pertaining to the problem. This is conducted with the expectation that subsequent research will be required to provide conclusive evidence. Second, descriptive research. This describes the characteristics of a population or phenomenon. It determines the answers to whom, what, when, and how questions. Third, causal research or hypothesis testing. The main goal is to identify the cause and effect relationship between variables. Fourth, case study analysis. Case studies can involve contextual analyses of similar situations in other organizations, in which the nature of the problem and the problem definition happen to be the same as the one experienced in the current situation. Fifth, action research. Action research is known by many other names, including participatory research, collaborative inquiry, emancipatory research, action learning, and contextual action research, but all are variations on a theme. Put simply, action research is learning by doing. A group of people identify a problem, do something to resolve it, see how successful their efforts were, and if not satisfied, try again. Most experimental research that takes place within social organizations and not laboratories can be thought of as action research. Sixth, operational research. It involves the application of the mathematical techniques and principles to organizational problems. The organization researcher tries to understand organizational problems. After understanding what is going on, the next stage is to construct a model of the organization that can be used to explore the different outcomes that would result from variations in the elements that makes up the organization. Next, types of investigation. There are 3 types of investigation. 1. A clarification investigation. The researcher is trying to gain a clearer understanding of the concepts involved in the research problem. 2. A correlational relationship. It indicates that at least 2 concepts or variables move simultaneously. 3. A causal relationship. It indicates that one concept or variable causes a movement in another concept and variable. Extent of research interference. The extent to which the researcher interferes with the normal flow of work in the workplace has a direct bearing of any research decision. There are 3 varying degrees of interference in research, which are minimal, moderate, and excessive. Next, study setting. For exploratory and descriptive purpose study that is conducted through field study with minimal interference, the study setting would be non-contrived. Setting. For correlational and causal purpose study that is conducted through field experiment with moderate interference, the study setting would also be non-contrived setting. On the other hand, for causal purpose study that is conducted through laboratory experiment with excessive interference, the study setting would be contrived setting. Unit of analysis. The unit of analysis refers to the level of aggregation of the data collected during the subsequent data analysis stage. It involves individuals, dyads, groups, organizations, and countries. Lastly, time horizon. Cross-sectional is where a study can be carried out in which data are gathered just once, perhaps over a period of days, weeks, or months, in order to meet a research objective. They may either be single cross-sectional or multiple cross-sectional designs. While on the other hand, longitudinal studies is where the researcher might want to study people or phenomena over a longer period of time in order to meet the research objective. That is all for this lesson. Thank you for your time and attention.